What is up, y'all? This is part 9 of my college football imperialism series. Let's get right into it. This is the map. Nothing too much happened last week, except like UNC took Wake down, Ohio State expanded. Those are like the two biggest things, probably. We'll get right to the wheel. If you don't know, that's the map. Go watch the first 8 parts. This is part 9. I'm a little surprised we've got this far, but y'all have seemed to love this series. The first team in today's episode is Coastal Carolina. The way this works is we spin the wheel, we find a team, or the wheel chooses a team, find them on the map, we spin the arrow, wherever the arrow points, that team attacks. So here the arrow points east, and if we look through their logo, ooh, this is close. If we go through the Coastal Carolina logo, it looks like they will be attacking Georgia Southern, who has expanded already. Nope, that's the wrong one. If y'all want me to do a Road to Glory series, I will think about doing it. Coastal Carolina is attacking Georgia Southern. This is a rivalry. I did not know that. So Coastal Carolina is the away team because they are attacking, and Georgia State is defending their home. Georgia Southern, sorry. They have similar overall ratings. But Coastal has a higher rating. They're both in the Sun Belt, so this game happens like every year.
Coke Zero. Real Coca-Cola taste and zero
I don't know
calories.
who won last year. I
Enjoy
think it was
everything.
Coastal. I could be wrong. Coastal was like on a 7-0, 7-1 run. They never got ranked. Georgia Southern is up 14-7. Now up by 10. 3-point lead. Down by 4. After halftime, Coastal Carolina scores several times in a row. It is now a 38-17 lead. 41-17. 41-23. 10-point game with 4 minutes. And Coastal is able to run out the clock and upset Georgia Southern and take a whole bunch of land down the East Coast. A final score of 41-31. So here, this is why imperialism is so crazy. You can have one team working their butt off and winning like 30 games in a row, and one little mistake will cost them the whole tournament. Getting rid of this little border here, getting rid of the Georgia Southern logo, as Coastal Carolina controls the whole southeast coast between Central Florida and North Carolina. Good first game there. Coastal stays and Georgia Southern are eliminated. 56 teams remain. Mississippi State will be the next team. Have they already expanded? No. They share a big border with Alabama, a giant border with Louisiana Tech, and their other border with Southern Miss. This arrow is definitely going to point Mississippi State toward Louisiana Tech, who has a very strange shape. Reminds me of like Finland. Louisiana Tech will defend their home stadium against Miss State. Louisiana Tech has upset Louisiana Monroe, or they beat Louisiana Monroe and they upset Ole Miss. who beat Memphis. That is why the land is shaped like that. How did I miss Miss State? There they are. So Mississippi State is has a 10 overall advantage rating. Not a rank, but a rate. The offense is a lot better. The defense is a lot better. Will Rogers is going to be good. We'll have to see. If La Tech can pull another upset, that would be pretty berserk because they take out both the big Mississippi schools.
Before we head down to the field for the coin toss, we'd like to remind you this game is brought to you by Coke Zero. Real Coke taste, 0 calories. Enjoy everything.
I'm recording this back-to-back with episode 8, which I changed the audio. So if the audio sounds like too loud or something, comment below on this video or the last video. I'm just recording them back-to-back, so there aren't any comments yet. So I don't know if I need to adjust it. I will if it's too loud or something. I don't listen to the episodes after I record them. Louisiana Tech with a 8-point lead in the second quarter. Now a 2-point lead. Now they are down by 5. Going into halftime, they are up by a couple. Now they score a touchdown to make it a 28-19 lead. 35-26, 35-29 in the fourth quarter now. Louisiana Tech lost the lead, and it doesn't look like they could. It doesn't look like they're going to make it out. So Louisiana Tech, after their big run, taking 4 territories, loses to Miss State. Another situation where a team has won a lot and squanders it. Oh, it wasn't Memphis. It was Middle Tennessee State. That's who Ole Miss won against. This border is not going to be long enough for Photoshop to allow me to fill. Maybe this will work. Yep, there we go. Mississippi State takes a gigantic swath of land in the southeast area with the land of rival Ole Miss, ULM, La Tech, and Middle Tennessee State. Now their border is even longer with Alabama. And they border a lot more schools. So maybe the win wasn't good. But you do have to stay alive, obviously, to keep playing. Louisiana Tech is gone, sadly. They made it 9 episodes. Next is Boise. Yes, it will be Boise. Boise is in a funny situation. They are surrounded on 3 sides by Oregon State and 1 side by Utah. After the spin, they are going to play at Oregon State. It was like a 50. It was a guarantee that they were going to play a Pac-12 team. This game did happen last year in real life in week 1, and Oregon State won pretty handily. I remember choosing that on the ESPN Pick'em game. I'll do that for next year. The fan base is growing so rapidly. Thank you so much, all of you, for the support. Maybe by football season next year, I'll have enough people where I can do a college football pick'em group in ESPN. I'm usually pretty good at those. Oregon State with a 9 overall rating advantage and home field advantage. They've won a lot of games. They beat
We're on the
Washington,
southwest corner of
Oregon
campus
State,
at Reser Stadium. Looking forward to a
Washington.
great football
Oregon
game.
State beat
And now the coin toss.
Oregon,
and it's
Washington,
presented by
Washington
Nissan.
State.
Innovation that excites.
Maybe Utah State. They won a lot of games. This is a scenario where they could get upset. Tied. Nope. Big lead. Well, now 14-point lead. Second quarter, 35-14. 38-14. 45-14 in the first half. That's a lot. Maybe this is a situation where they can put up 70 points. I think we've only had one or two teams. I know Purdue did. I forgot if someone else did. 55-31 in the fourth. 60-31 is the final. 29-point victory for Oregon State. And they take down this pain in the side, Boise. They control, like, literally the whole Northwest now. Just making sure to get rid of some of these county borders. I wish there weren't county borders in this, but I literally stole it off the internet from this guy on Reddit. Link to the map in the description. Anyway, Oregon State is maybe second or third biggest team on the map. They've won a lot of games. I am honestly shocked they've made it this far. Who is next? UTEP or UTSA? It will be UTEP. UTEP is in a good spot where they could pick up this empty land right here from New Mexico State, who, excuse me, is not part of the tournament because they are not in NCAA 14. So sadly, they do not get to partake. UTEP, ooh, the arrow. The arrow for UTEP points them through their logo, directly through. I want to give them the free pass. I want to. No, I'm gonna make them play SMU, and then whoever wins will like completely surround the area, and we'll be able to fill it in. So UTEP at SMU. No free pass awarded. There's SMU. SMU took this land from TCU, who took it from Colorado, who took it from Arizona. Arizona pretty much put it all together. They beat Arizona State and, who was it? New Mexico. Beat Arizona State and New Mexico. Then I think they beat someone else. Then they lost to Colorado, who then beat Air Force. And then Colorado lost
This game's taking
TCU.
place in Dallas, Texas,
TCU lost
the
to
city
SMU.
known as the Texas Star.
This land has been through like a lot of, like, every team's hands. It's gone through this area. I forgot to mention that SMU has like an overall rating advantage. They're up by 7 points, up by 4, 11, 20, 28-13. Right before halftime, they do not score. 31-13. looks like SMU's gonna hold on. No. A couple UTEP scores. 10 minutes left. 40 to 41-31, 10-point game. 10-point game again with a minute left. UTEP was not able to pull it off, and they fall to SMU by 10 points, 48-38 final. So SMU expands into West Texas. And also, they're like literally the only team that can claim this New Mexico state land, so I'm just gonna give it to them. Although it could be, no, I'm just gonna give it to SMU. Anyway, SMU is now definitively the biggest team on the map. They don't, they do have USC. USC is probably their biggest threat. USC, A&M, Miss State. I could see them beating Kansas State. UTEP, sadly, is removed. Will it be Kansas State or Louisiana? Kansas State is, who quite possibly could play SMU for this land territory. Yeah, they are. The arrow is going directly west, and SMU has this area. So it will be Kansas State at Southern Methodist. Kansas State is only rated 2 overalls better than SMU. They did make a, what was it? No, it wasn't the Cotton Bowl. I think it was the Sugar Bowl. They went to the Sugar Bowl last year versus Bama. Got their teeth kicked in.
We're live in Gerald J. Ford Stadium, the setting for this incredible matchup coming up.
Every Big 12 team would get their teeth kicked in by Bama. But they did win the Big 12. I don't know. This is a big opportunity for Kansas State to take the largest bit of land. They lead by 6. We're in the second quarter. Now they lead by 9. The lead keeps getting bigger, 22-7, going to the fourth quarter. Will SMU come back? They are down by 12 with 3 minutes. They will not. Kansas State takes the Southwest. Congratulations, K-State, on upsetting SMU, who only lasted 2 episodes, I think. K-State stays. SMU is gone. Did I eliminate UTEP? Yes, I did. We will give this whole space to K-State. Goodbye, SMU. Now, Kansas State is definitely the biggest team on the map. All their counties are just squares. That's funny. With the majority of Texas, all of Arizona, almost all of Colorado, all of New Mexico, all of Kansas, and Oklahoma, they are by far the biggest team, which also makes them they are also threatened by probably the most teams. they remain on the wheel, but who is eliminated next? Will it be Georgia? It depends on who they play. There is a good chance they play Coastal. But they could also play, I didn't mean to do that, Georgia Tech, Auburn, or Tennessee to the north. Nope, it will just be Coastal Carolina. So, no reason for Georgia fans to panic. In the first game, you'll get a little, where's Georgia? There's Georgia. The Bulldogs will get a snack. With Coastal. 77 rated Coastal plays 93 back-to-back national champions. Georgia fares very well for Coastal, I'm sure. Maybe their teal field will blind the Georgia players or something, because that's the only thing they have going for them.
And now we bring you the coin toss, and it's presented by Nissan. Innovation that excites.
Georgia got a safety. They got a safety and then a field goal. And then another field goal. There's a touchdown. In the second quarter, there's another touchdown. I could see this being a game where Georgia just shuts out Coastal. I don't think we've had a shutout. It's been like 3 weeks recording this series, so I've forgotten. 60-0. Will we see Georgia drop 70 points and become? Yes, we will. Become one of a handful of teams to drop, or like 2 or 3. Coastal scores a last-minute touchdown, but it doesn't matter because they have been eliminated. The mighty Georgia Bulldogs have defeated Coastal. I don't want to do this, but I'm going to go out into the Atlantic Ocean to get rid of that bit of Coastal. Now, Georgia has some new friends that they border. Charlotte, Alabama, Central Florida, NC State, and ECU. I guess also North Carolina, kind of, just barely. Georgia stays. Coastal leaves. No more teal field. Who is next? Northwestern? Maybe? Yes, Northwestern will play their second game after beating Wisconsin in their first game in an upset. They could play Ohio State, Northern Illinois, Michigan State, or Wyoming. Or Iowa, I guess. This is kind of a weird spin. We put it on the logo, like on the middle. It kind of goes across the lake, but then into Notre Dame. So, I mean, the arrow, like, pretty clearly points this way, into Notre Dame, so I guess I was wondering how I was going to do the Great Lakes, if I was going to, like, have arrows go across, or whatnot. Yeah, I'll do it. Northwestern at Notre Dame. GG Northwestern. I mean, I guess they did pull one upset. They theoretically could do it again. Notre Dame is a lot better than them, and they get home field. The defense is 12 overall better than Northwestern's defense.
Play like a champion today reads the famous sign on the home team's locker room here at Notre Dame Stadium, where we're getting ready for another college football battle.
A couple stops on the first several drives. And we have a nothing game going into the second quarter before a Northwestern pair of field goals. Notre Dame touchdown ends their lead, but Northwestern scores a touchdown to take it back. A Notre Dame touchdown and field goal tied it until a Northwestern touchdown. Now we are in the fourth quarter with a 30-20 ball game. Notre Dame ends up walking away with it after starting 6-0. 33-20 victory for the Fighting Irish, and they easily take out Northwestern. Well, not really easily. It's a 2-score game. Oh no. I hate Photoshop. I hate when they do this. Why is it turning blue? Why is it turning blue like that? Ugh. I just don't want the map to be... Will it work now? Fingers crossed. Why is it light blue? I didn't select light blue. I don't know why it's doing this. I'm gonna have to hand paint it. Wow. Sorry I'm doing this on camera. Why is it light blue? I don't know. That's stupid. I've wasted like 4 minutes on this. Okay, just pretend that is Notre Dame. It's being stupid. Northwestern's gone. How long have we been going? About 30 minutes. This will be the last game. Stanford is going to play for a second episode in a row. They took out Cal last episode. They cannot attack the Pacific Ocean, no matter how hard they try. You can't go that way north. No. Still can't attack the ocean. Still can't attack the ocean. Will that work? Nope. Yay! Okay. It looks like Stanford is gonna play Utah. That's cool. In the last game of the episode, please someone tell me why that Northwestern coloring wasn't working. That's gonna make me really mad. Here is the final game for today. Sorry I wasted like a lot of time screwing around with that coloring. I don't know why it's... If it happens again, I'm gonna be very upset. I'll leave it at that.
This is Rice Eccles Stadium with a nice view of the Wasatch Mountains.
Stanford scores a field goal first, taking a lot of time. They score a second field goal and a third to make it 9-0. Now they score a touchdown. Now they score a touchdown. Utah scores a touchdown. Stanford scores a touchdown. Utah scores a touchdown. Utah field goal. Stanford scored. Stanford scored. It is a 10-point game. Now it is a 3-point game. Utah takes the lead with a minute, and they walk away victorious 43-36 final. Utah wins. Please behave, fingers crossed. No, it's turning into a different shade. What the heck? This color is not that color. I didn't touch anything. Please, 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 someone comment how to fix it. I literally didn't change anything between this episode and episode 8. Utah gets a lot bigger in their weird little shape. That will be the end of today's episode. Kansas State takes the Southwest. Utah expands. Oregon State expanded. Notre Dame expanded. Georgia took that space. Miss State knocked out Louisiana Tech. If you made it to the end of the video, comment Photoshop sucks. Yeah, do that if you made it this far. comment Photoshop sucks. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more content, or don't. Just keep watching. Until the next one, peace.